Are you thinking of starting a baking ingredient business in Nigeria? Stick with this video. At the end of this video, you will be able to start baking ingredient business in Nigeria and you will be able to make profits from this business. What's up, guys? This is another episode with me. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching us how we can start a baking ingredient business in Nigeria. All the information you need to know about this business, the capital you will need to start this business, and how you can make profit from this business. Now, what is a baking ingredient business? Or should I say, what does this business entail? Now, in one of the episodes back, we talked about bakery business, and I explained a lot in that business. That video was fully packed. If you have not watched the video, if you have not you've not listened to it, you need to. So it is from a bakery business that I will now be talking about baking ingredient business in Nigeria. Now, we all know that it is impossible to have a bakery business without being able to patronize baking ingredients or buy baking ingredients from those that sell. Yes, because this is like let me use a logical example. It's like saying you want to own a provision store now and you don't want to buy from people that sell provision in wholesale. Like for example, ShopRite have companies they deal with, and this company delivers goods to them before they can resell. Now, the difference between that and this is that, bakery, or should I say baking ingredients, they are ingredients that bakers need to make all the confectionaries that we love, like bread, cakes, name it, donuts, scotch egg, donuts. Okay, I've mentioned donuts, and the likes. So baking ingredient business, or a baking ingredient business, is a business where you sell all the ingredients that has to do with baking. Now, if you look at this on a broader scale, it doesn't even go, or should I say, it doesn't even apply to baking alone, because there are some ingredients that are also used for regular cooking. Yes, there are some ingredients that are used in baking that are also used for regular cooking. So often, if you are into this business, you will see people that want to buy this same baking ingredient for regular cooking at home. So this means you cut across anybody or everybody that cooks in one way or the other. Maybe they are baking, or maybe they are bakers, or they are just home cookers, or they are just residential people, families, and all. So without wasting much of our time, let's quickly go into the baking ingredient business in Nigeria fully. Okay, so some baking ingredient business to sell in Nigeria. All right, so like I said earlier, that there are some ingredients that cut a cooking ingredient that people also use to cook, and some of the baking ingredients in Nigeria, the most popular ones are flour, eggs, butter, nutmeg, and more. I have this list on the blog, so if you want to really know all this list, you can visit the blog. I'll be sharing the link below. And by the way, I'm not always here, I'm not always uploading videos regularly, and that is because it takes serious effort, to upload video on YouTube. And I don't want to give you guys crap. I want to make sure that whatever I'm giving to you is solid and you are well informed. So anytime I'm not on YouTube, you can check me out on the blog. I'm also going to be leaving the link there. So anytime I'm not there and you want to read or you want to know about business ideas, just check out the blog. All right, moving on. So, is baking ingredient business profitable? Is baking ingredient business profitable? Now, yes, the business is a profitable business. Reason being is that you have people that are ready to buy from you. Now, number one, you have bread makers, people that bake bread for sale. You have those people that will buy from you. You have snack sellers, those that produce snacks, on whether on a medium scale or on a large scale, they produce snacks daily to sell. These people will also buy from you. You also have what I call restaurants. Yes, there are some restaurants that produce snacks alongside their regular rice, beans, pounded yams, more and the likes. These people will also buy from you. We have the regular bakers, or should I call them the occasional bakers, so to say. Our mothers and our aunties that they only bake when they are, cousins or their family member or a friend is celebrating their birthday. These people will also buy from you. So I call them home bakers because they are not really into baking for commercial purposes. They are only into baking to appreciate their loved ones and just to show some baking skills. All right, so all these people, or should I call it this group of people, are going to be your customers. So it is well said, or I can say that the business is a profitable business. Sometimes those that are into baking ingredient business only sell to those baking bread, and they are doing well. So imagine when you have all these options around you in your area, it means that your business will not suffer and you will always see customers coming regularly. So that's that. So let's talk about how to start your baking ingredient business in Nigeria. So the first step in this business is to decide the type of baking ingredient business you want to go into. Yes, you need to decide that. The baking ingredients you want to go into, do you want to go into the selling of just flour alone? It's that what they sell is only flours. They sell these flours on wholesale at a retail level or on a very, 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 very small scale. That is where they sell like a half bag of flour, 1 pint of flour, Congo, a Congo of flour, and so. Or you want to go into this business on, should I say, a medium scale where you sell almost everything that has to do with baking. That is, your baking ingredient shop is going to be a one-stop shop for everything that has to do with baking. And in this type of business, you'll be selling everything as usual: flour, nutmeg, eggs, vegetable oil, sugar, salt, everything. That is, for example, now let's say I want to bake a cake. I will just visit your store and buy everything I need in your shop, and from there I head home straight. I don't need to visit shop A to buy flour, visit shop B to buy egg, shop C to buy salt, shop D to buy sugar. Your shop is going to be a one-stop shop. All right, moving on. So the second step after you've decided the kind of baking ingredient business you want to go into, is to get familiar with baking ingredient prices. Now, this is very, very important. In starting any business, I usually tell my students that they need to learn from those that are already in the business. You might not need to learn everything, but at least you need to learn the basics. So in this business now, you need to learn the prices of baking ingredients. For example, you need to know when each bag of flour is bought, how much you can sell it. Okay, let's say you buy a bag of flour at 14,000 naira. On a maximum level, you can sell the bag at 15,500, and on a minimal level, you can sell the bag at 15,000. If you don't do this, you might be running at a loss, or rather still, you will not see customers coming. For example, let's say all the baking ingredient shop in your area, let's say they sell, let me give another example, let's say they sell their sugar, a pint plastic of sugar. Let's say they sell a pint plastic of sugar for 1.2, and you are selling your own for 1.5, and that is because you don't know how much it is being sold in that area. You will realize that many people will not come to your shop because they know the prices. They visited shop A, they are selling their paint plastic for 1.2. They visited shop B, they visited shop C, and they now say, okay, let me try this man or this lady's shop and buy sugar from her. Maybe her sugar is different, and they visit your shop and you are saying yours is 1.5. Obviously, even if you are able to, you will not sell your baking ingredients in the sun. That's impossible. So you need to rent a shop, or at least rent a container that you are going to be selling your baking ingredients. The next one is to store your baking ingredients in the shop, or should I say stock them in the shop. So when it's time to buy your baking ingredients, you need to find out the cheapest place that you can be buying this baking ingredient, then sell at a bit higher price. If you're confused on where you can buy this baking ingredient, you will need to ask other baking ingredient businesses in the area. Ask the business owners where they buy their baking ingredients, so that you also can know where to buy yours. Moving on, start selling your baking ingredients. Immediately your baking ingredients arrive at the shop, don't wait for the perfect moment that, okay, I've stocked everything today, by next weekend or next 2 weeks I'll start selling. No, immediately they arrive. In fact, before they arrive, you can start informing people that this is what I'm into. I would like you all to patronize me anytime you are in need of this, that. I sell eggs, so, and eggs, they are not used for baking alone, so you can sell eggs to people that need it for private consumption and the likes. So start selling immediately. How to sell your baking ingredients. Now, it is often, or should I say it is common, for people to always tell you, this is how you can start this business, this is how you can start that business, but they rarely tell you how you can really sell this business, at least to a higher level, that customers will start coming, or how you can make profit from this business. So I'm going to be telling us how we can sell this baking ingredient, at least get it from the ground up, to make people to start patronizing us almost immediately. So the first step on how to sell your baking ingredient is to sell to family and friends. Sell to family and friends, yes. your number one loyal customers are always your family and friends. Even when you are selling crap, they will buy from you to support you. Yes, yeah, I have a friend that when she started sewing business, she sews clothes. She will sew clothes that sometimes I'll tell her, there are some mistakes here, there are some mistakes here, there are some mistakes here. She will sew clothes for her family members, and when she show me, I'm going to be pointing out some mistakes. But do you know, when her family members get these clothes, they also noticed this mistake, but they just wanted to encourage her in the business she just started, so they still used to patronize her. That's the difference between a family member patronizing you and an outsider. If it's an outsider, immediately that person spots one or two mistakes in the clothes that she sewed for them or she sewed for them, they will stop patronizing her. But the family member, they still encourage her to continue to sew for her. So that is the difference in a family member or your friend patronizing you in a business from a total stranger. So tell your friends that this is what you're into, and they will buy your baking ingredients. So another way you can sell your baking ingredient is to sell to other bakeries around. Don't just sit in the shop and expect people to just come around from nowhere and buy. You need to also move around. Go to other bakeries in the area, tell them these are what you sell, and how you can make your prices moderate for them. I'm not saying you should run at a loss, but at least how you can, how there can be a win-win situation where they'll be able to buy their baking ingredient from you and you'll be able to make your profit. Another thing you can do is to do advertisements. If you have money for flyers, you can do flyers, so that people would be able to know about what you sell. Can share these flyers in front of your shop, share it in your church, share it in share it everywhere you go, for people to be able to know what you are into and to be able to patronize you anytime anytime they want to buy baking ingredients. So that will be all, y'all. I hope you all really learned from this video. Sorry about my voice. I just woke up. I just felt I really need to do this. You can't allow anything to stop you. That's one thing about me. When I want to give something, I don't allow anything to stop me, and I try my best to give it all. Alright, so like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to be seeing you all in the next video. Bye.